Hey guys, Marsingin here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking a look at the STR Super Vegeta versus the Fusion ZAMASU Red Zone. Now, one of the things that people have been talking about quite a lot since Vegeta's details were shown for the first time is the fact that for short content, and especially for global players, right, where we're still in this meta where Fusion, ZAMASU and Omega are essentially the two biggest challenge events in the game that we have, as we are all patiently awaiting the actual anniversary content to drop. But this guy should be very, very good for a couple of reasons. So Vegeta, the new tech Vegeta, his team is very, very good. He is very good. Well, I say his team is very good. On global, his team definitely needs some buffs. So getting a big EZA from this celebration is really what we wanted, and we got this Super Vegeta EZA. Now, he is going to work really well on this team for ZAMASU specifically for a couple of reasons. Now, having guard for the first couple of turns is obviously very, very good. Now, when it comes to the build for the Vegeta team, Tech Vegeta is of course a very, very strong, good defensive slot 1 unit. And Super Vegeta, he wants to get hit first in order to get his full buff. So against a really tough boss like Fusion ZAMASU, you kind of don't really want to put him in slot 1 and have him get hit with a super immediately. But if you, as we're in an event that has AoEs, you can put him, as long as the AoE is before he attacks, which it is here, because I was going to say it'd be typical if he slot 1 supers so often, this guy, it would be typical if the one time we actually want the, sorry, not super, but AoE, the one time we want him to AoE so that it hits Super Vegeta would be the one time that he actually isn't doing it. But fortunately, he is. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these. We've got a good link set active here because we have the future Gohan. So we have all of our links active because we're picking up Saiyan Warrior and, Super Saiyan and Golden Warrior from Gohan. And then, of course, we get the other links, including Saiyan Pride, from this Tech Vegeta. So start of turn defense, we're at just under 200k, which is certainly not the craziest, but remember, he does have to build up by getting a couple of super attacks off here. So we'll see exactly what we're going to take here from the AoE. So we dodged the AoE. You're actually kidding me. Mine has like level 6 dodge, right? Because he doesn't need any crit in the hidden potential. So he has full additional, and then the only 2 nodes that are crit or dodge, he has dodge. And of course he dodged, which means he doesn't get hit, which means he doesn't get the buff. That is, of course, something like that had to happen, right? In the showcase, where it's like, hey, he can get hit by an AoE and then get his buff in slot 2, and so he dodges. But let's see what he does here, turn 1 at least, without getting the hit in. So still 13 million attack stat with a guaranteed crit. But yeah, not getting hit first, pretty annoying. Decent damage. We get the additional normal, which of course will be a guaranteed crit as well. And then yeah, post super, even without any of the start of turn buff from getting hit, he's taking double-digit damage. So that is good, because I mean, ZAMASU does still do relatively strong normal attacks, especially post super. But yeah, typical that he dodges the AoE, especially because we, with how powerful the team can be. It depends whether we will get another rotation of the STR Super Vegeta against this guy. So the AoE is in slot 1 again. I do want to float off King Vegeta so we can actually get the support for Super Vegeta on that other rotation. So if we do this, we've lost a lot of health already though, unfortunately. And King Vegeta, even with the damage reduction, start of turn, he's not the craziest, right? So he will take a decent chunk of damage if he's not dodging the AoE, which he did both turns in a row. Let's go. My goat. And when he's on a turn with a Vegeta and he's getting that massive buff from doing the super attack, we've already seen in like a previous showcase, although I suppose he has less links active here than he did then, but he can tank in ZAMASU super attack after he supers. So we should be all good. Although I suppose, to be fair, we do have the possibility that we're just going to get supered on physical Super Vegeta, but no. We're all good here. Vegeta on his second turn and post-super again, easily tanking this, right? He's got guard still. He's got his damage reduction still. Well, he always has guard. He's still got his damage reduction. And he's got 2 turns worth of super attack effects as well. Physical Super Vegeta. Now, Physical Super Vegeta, he's on Battle of Wits. So he is on the 200% lead for this Vegeta, but of course this guy, the EZA of all time, with these super attacks and counters doing 0 damage. You love to see it. Alright, well, he's getting built up at least. Wow, none of them did any damage. That's wild. King Vegeta still with a 7 million attack stat though. He's going to share Fierce Battle and maybe at best one other link with Vegito. So, pretty good. Alright, and then let's do this. Although, how can I get the orbs for Goku? I mean, as long as I get 3, right, so he can dodge the AoE, that'll be okay. Because he's got guard. He's got type advantage, so even if he's not getting the guard, it'll be fine. So we'll do this. Alright, come on. AoE actually hit Vegeta while he's got his guard. I want to see, start of turn, what kind of damage he's taking. No support on the rotation. So he takes 52k, and then he gets the buff. But of course, now he has the actual attack buff as well. So as long as this Vegeta doesn't go crazy and get a load of crits, we will get to see Super Vegeta attack. Because, yeah, if he's not critting, he's not doing any damage. That's type disadvantage for you. We do have a Goku on this rotation as well, though, so he is going to get the chance to do another super. I mean, every stack helps, even if you're not doing damage, because then Super Vegeta is just going to come in and get the big guaranteed crit. He's been hit first, and he's already got 1 super from the previous turn. So he's got 2 of his extra buffs compared to the first time we saw him attack, which was 13 mil. Yeah, now he's up to 19.7, which of course, guaranteed crit. Yeah, big damage. And then another additional normal. Shame we can't actually get the additional super, because mine has 25 additional, so he has a 50% chance to do an additional. But unfortunately, that's always then a 50% split between whether it's going to be a super or a normal. And this guy just keeps doing additional normals, which is unfortunate. As long as I don't get super attacked in the last slot here, this will be all good. Do I transform with you? What is your defense start of turn? 600k. You still have guard. You're going to get the extra defense buff as well. I might actually just transform just in case. Oh, the animations are still on. So. I mean, his active skill's awesome, so. Super Vegeta. Because, yeah, physical Super Vegito, as much as he's not the greatest unit, of course, he will tank normals, at least, from ZAMASU. So, we'll do that, and then we'll do that. Right, we'll just grab as many same type orbs here as we can. No hit at the start of the turn for Vegeta, which means no action break and no guaranteed additional super. So, I was going to say, we could get the worst case scenario, just get the 1 super here, but... Crit, maybe? Actually, no, I suppose I don't want him to do too much damage, do I? I want... perfect. I want Super Vegeta to be able to cook. So, post double super after transforming, double-digit damage. I mean, obviously, you know, this Tech Vegeta, best TUR on Global, absolutely crushing it. And then Future Gohan post-super with type disadvantage. Like, he's not taking damage from these ZAMASU normals. Remember that Fusion ZAMASU post-super, though, his normals do some pretty serious damage. But I believe physical Super Vegito still tanks them for double digits. I mean, physical Super Vegito, if he's not good at anything else, it's that he's good at tanking normals, right? Yeah, see, obviously Gohan takes double digits. I mean, post-super Gohan has very good damage reduction, as well as the fact that we have type disadvantage, right? So, 2.4. Whew. Calm down, Vegito, you mad lad. Look at that crazy damage. But yeah, he tanks for double-digit damage. I mean, he's still got to get hit a whole bunch of times, right, to get his full attack buffs and everything. But now this is going to be a spicy turn. Now, we're not going to get our start of turn. Although, I mean, he does still have guard, right? So he's got 476k defense. If we put him in slot 1 and ZAMASU supers, I actually don't know how much damage he would take. But this rotation, the amount of damage that we're going to be able to do here is actually ridiculous. Although I don't know, if I transform you, I actually don't know if he'll just straight up kill him. He has almost 1 million defense, so I guess I could just not transform. because then we don't run the risk of accidentally killing it. Because if we transform with Tech Vegeta, he's going to get the he's going to get hit first, which means he's going to get a guaranteed additional super. So then he's potentially dropping triple, like 15+ million attack stats. So he could very easily kill him before we get to see Super Vegeta attack. So we'll let Super Vegeta go first here. Do this. Get the damage reduction for King Vegeta. So we've got all this, basically every link except Super Saiyan and Golden Warrior is active. We've got 60% support from King Vegeta. His passive is fully built up. We've got the active skill for another 50% attack. So this is going to be a big hit here. Vegeta post super, taking a super attack. He's well over 1 million defense at this point. So takes double-digit damage. And then 32 million from Super Vegeta here. That's without getting hit. So remember, if he gets hit first, he has a 50% multiplicative buff. Like even his normal attack there doing 3.5 million damage. And then he tanks the normal for double-digit damage, which is to be expected, right, with guard and type disadvantage, but still very, very good. And then look at that, King Vegeta tanking post-Zamasu super normals for double-digit damage. So that is super, super good. Sadly, with the amount of damage we are able to do on this rotation, there is no way we're getting the there's no way we're getting the KO on the next turn. Like, there's no way we're seeing Super Vegeta again, is what I should say. So this will be the final turn here. We'll let Future Gohan get his active skill. I do love this active skill. And we'll either get this KO screen or we'll get to see the Big Bang Attack KO screen. So Vegeta's team, Super Vegeta, definitely a huge buff for this team when it comes to these shorter events. And we will do an Omega showcase for him as well. Because remember, Omega, we are getting the AoEs in the later phase where, you know, the units, Vegeta, depending on how quickly we get there, Super Vegeta might have lost his guard. But his passive will be fully built up. So we saw, like on this turn previous, although he did have the big support, he's at like 500k defense start of turn. So once he takes the first AoE of the turn, that might do a little bit of damage because Omega's AoEs hit fairly hard. But when he gets that first hit and gets the 50% buff, the follow-up AoE, if he has to take one before he attacks, he should tank for double-digit damage. Then when he supers, he gets the extra on super because he just gets 30% raise with each super attack. So then he should be tanking Omega's normals pretty good. Now, once his guard has run out, even post-super, I imagine he probably dies to Omega's super attack. But the thing is with this team, especially with how much damage Super Vegeta is able to put out, he should be able to get through the Omega event, or this team in general, should be able to get through the Omega stage very, very quickly. So we'll see how that goes. We'll do that as an upcoming video as well. But yeah, Super Vegeta, definitely good against Fusion Zamasu, taking 50k from a normal, which then gives him the buff. So then all normals after that, he's tanking double-digit damage. Shame we didn't get to see him tank. I would like to see him have tanked while his guard was still active in the first phase. A post-super, him then taking a super from Zamasu. But you can see how this team just absolutely like crushed this stage. King Vegeta showing out yet again. I think he might be the best mana unit. He's been so impressive, like in this showcase and the original Super Vegeta showcase that I put up earlier, where he dodged super attacks like twice in a row. This guy just absolutely has been showing out today. The fact that his defense, his support stacks, so he gives the new Vegeta and this Super Vegeta 60% attack and defense is pretty crazy. So, yeah, let me know what you think of STR Super Vegeta down below. Definitely very good for the current global meta. And when the anniversary content starts to come out, I mean, soon we're going to get the Goku and Hirudegarn dual Dokkan Fest, and then they start to release the movie bosses Red Zone 2, and then we get the final 2 stages when the anniversary comes. But even in those earlier stages, right, up to going up to Hirudegarn, this guy should be quite useful. So I look forward to trying him out in that content as it starts coming out as well. But as I say, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.